All right, so today we're diving into some side hustles.
Yeah.
And things you can do right from your phone.
Ah, yes.
We're looking at a YouTube video. It's called Best 3 Money Earning Apps 2024.
Okay.
And it's by Queen Magamani. She seems to know her stuff when it comes to making money online.
Yeah, she's got a good reputation.
So if you've ever, just been sitting around waiting for the bus or something and thought, man, I wish I could be making money right now.
Right.
Well, this deep dive is for you. We're going to see if these apps are legit.
Mobile earning apps are definitely interesting. There's some potential there, but you really got to be careful, right? You got to choose carefully. There's a lot, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah. So let's jump into the first app that she talks about.
Okay.
It's called Envo.
Envo.
And this one really caught my eye. It says you can get paid to train AI.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that sounds super futuristic.
It does sound like something straight out of, like a movie or something.
Right.
But it's actually becoming more and more common. Yeah. So companies rely a lot on AI these days, but AI needs data to learn human input.
Yeah, so what does that even look like? Am I building robots?
No, not quite. It's actually much simpler.
Huh?
Think of things like tagging images, like saying, oh, this is a cat or this is a dog, things like that. Annotating text, transforming text into audio, or even just simple clicking tasks.
So I'm basically just teaching a computer how to see and understand the world.
Pretty much, yeah. And, it's really cool because Envo works with some pretty big clients.
Oh, yeah. Like who?
Like Yahoo Japan, MasterCard, Nuance, RandDDP, Minimal. So they have a lot of trust from these big companies.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And they already have over 1 million contributors on the platform.
1 million. That's a lot of people.
It is. And it's available in 50 languages.
That's crazy.
Global reach.
Global reach.
Yeah.
So, okay, over 1 million people are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the payment. How does that work? Is it a long process?
Well, one of the cool things about Envo is that there's no minimum payout threshold.
So as soon as I've done the thing, I can get paid?
Pretty much, yeah. As soon as your work is verified, boom, you get paid. And Queen Magamani, in her video, she actually shows proof that she earned $66.
$66.
Just from clicking text.
Just from clicking. That's not bad.
It's not bad, right.
But is there a catch?
Well, to cash out, you do need to upload some identity documents like your ID card or driver's license.
Okay, so they got to verify who you are.
Right, and also proof of address.
Oh, okay.
So just keep that in mind, data privacy and all that.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, so that's Envo. Pretty straightforward. You train AI, you get paid. What's the next app on Queen Magamani's list?
Okay, next up is paid work.
Paid work.
Yeah. And this one's all about diversity, They offer lots of different earning opportunities like playing mobile games,
Okay.
watching videos, online shopping, surveys, even microtasks.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Microtasks, what are those?
So they recently added microtasks to the platform, which is really great for people who have specific skills.
Okay.
If you're good at writing, graphic design, programming, translations, things like that.
Wow, so more specialized skills.
Yeah. Testing, making videos, creating animations. It's a pretty wide range.
So paid work, it's kind of like a global talent marketplace.
Right. And it's available worldwide, which is great.
Really? So anybody can do it.
And they offer payments through direct bank transfer or PayPal.
Nice.
So it's pretty accessible, to a wider audience.
So what about payout? Is there a minimum you need to reach before you can get your money?
Yeah, there is a minimum cash out threshold. It's $84 or 150 South African rand.
Okay, so it's a bit high.
Yeah, a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But given how many different ways there are to earn on paid work, I don't think it should be too hard to reach.
You're probably right. If you're already spending time playing games or watching videos, might as well get paid for it, right?
Might as well. And then those microtasks, that could be a real game changer for people with specific skills.
Yeah. Okay, I'm liking paid work. So what about the last app on her list? What's number 3?
The third app is called Userlytics.
Userlytics.
Yeah. And this one focuses on getting paid to test apps and websites.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Right.
I'm always trying out new apps.
Me too.
And giving feedback, so I might as well get paid for it.
Exactly. And from a business perspective, user feedback is super valuable.
Yeah, I guess so.
It helps companies improve their products,
Make sure everything's working right.
Exactly. Improve user experience, make sure there's no bugs or anything like that.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
For everybody.
For everybody.
So, okay, tell me about the earning potential for app testing? What can I make?
So Userlytics says you can earn anywhere from $5 to $90 for tasks that take under 30 minutes.
$90 for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But what's the catch?
Well, the process is pretty straightforward.
Okay.
You sign up, you receive email alerts for available tests.
Okay.
You complete the tests, and then you get paid via PayPal weekly
Okay.
once your work is approved.
Okay. Sounds simple enough.
Pretty seamless, right?
Yeah.
So it's really flexible. You can test whenever you have some free time. And it doesn't really matter what device you're using.
So it can be my phone, my computer, my tablet.
Yeah. You can complete tests on desktops, tablets, mobile devices.
Sweet. So pretty much any device can work.
Yeah, but I would say double check the Userlytics website for specific requirements just to be safe.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out because your device isn't compatible or something.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so we've got 3 very different apps here. Envo for training AI.
Yep.
Paid work for all sorts of different tasks.
Mm-hmm.
And Userlytics for testing apps and websites.
That's right.
It's pretty incredible how many ways there are to make money online these days.
It really is. And those are just 3 examples, you know?
Right.
There are so many other apps and platforms out there.
So many.
The key is, like, finding the one that works best for you.
Right. Like, what are your skills? What are your interests? What do you like to do?
Exactly.
So we're giving you the starting point, but it's up to you to kind of do your research and see what's out there.
Exactly. And always, you know, be aware of the potential drawbacks.
Yeah, good point.
Like data privacy concerns, things like that.
Right. Like you said, with Envo needing your ID and all that stuff.
Exactly.
That's good to be aware of that stuff.
Always be informed.
So what do you think, listeners? Any of these apps sound like a good way to make a little extra cash?
Or even just, you know, a fun way to try something new, see what it's all about.
Yeah, dip your toes in the water.
Exactly.
There's a whole world of earning online waiting out there.
Yeah, just waiting to be explored.
Exactly.
So we've looked at apps for, you know, training AI, doing different tasks and testing stuff. But now let's get into something a little more creative, a little more techie. Have you heard of generative AI art?
Generative AI art. Yeah, I've heard the term, but I don't really know what it means. Is it like computers making art?
Yeah, pretty much. It uses these fancy algorithms to create art, like unique pieces.
The rhythms?
Yeah, they learn from tons of images, like huge data sets. So they're basically learning from all this existing art to make something new.
This is like the AI is absorbing all this art knowledge and then spitting out something original.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a collaboration. The artist gives the AI some input or prompts, and then the AI makes different variations based on what it's learned.
Okay, I'm kind of getting it.
Yeah.
But how do people make money from this? Are people actually buying AI art?
Oh, yeah. There's a whole market for it. Some people see it as a new way to express themselves creatively, and others just like how it looks. It's unique, you know?
I can see that. It's like having a digital artist that can make anything you want.
Right. So one platform that's becoming popular for this is called PromptBase.
PromptBase.
Yeah. It's a marketplace where people can buy and sell prompts. Those are the instructions that tell the AI what to create.
Wait, so you're not buying the finished artwork. You're buying the instructions.
Exactly. It gives people more control. They can buy a prompt they like and then make tons of variations of the artwork.
Oh, that's really cool. So it's like buying the blueprint for the art.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So I wouldn't need to know how to like code or anything to use these prompts.
Not really. PromptBase works with a bunch of different AI art generators, so you can usually create the art right there on the platform. They even have a free trial, so you can test it out.
Ooh, free trial. I love free trials.
So yeah, you could have zero artistic skills and still make AI art.
That's kind of crazy. Anyone could be an artist now.
Right. It's pretty amazing.
So let me get this straight. I could write a prompt, sell it on PromptBase, and people could use it to make art.
Yep. And if your prompt is good and lots of people buy it, you could make some passive income.
Passive income from AI art. That's awesome.
Right.
But what about like legally? Who owns the art that the AI makes?
That's a good question. It's actually still being figured out, legally speaking.
Okay.
Usually the person who writes the prompt owns it, but it depends on the platform and their rules.
So it's still a bit of a gray area.
Yeah, it's a good idea to do your research before you jump in.
Definitely. So we've talked about AI training, tasks, testing, and now AI art. Are there any other big things happening in the online earning world, like new trends?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's changing all the time. One thing that's getting a lot of attention is blockchain technology. That's the stuff behind cryptocurrency.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of blockchain.
So it's starting to be used for earning money online, too, like earning rewards and even passive income.
Oh, wow. Tell me more.
Have you heard of play-to-earn games?
Play to earn. Is that what it sounds like? I play games and earn money.
Yeah. You can earn cryptocurrency or digital stuff just by playing games.
That sounds too good to be true. How does that even work?
So these games are built on blockchains. So you can own unique digital things in the game, like items or characters.
And then I can sell them?
Yeah. You can trade them or sell them for real money.
So my time playing the game actually has value.
Exactly. It's pretty wild.
It's like a whole new world.
It is. And it's just getting started.
Do you think play-to-earn games are going to stick around, or is it just a fad?
It's hard to say for sure, but I think they have a lot of potential, especially as more people learn about crypto.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
What are some popular play-to-earn games? Like ones people are actually playing?
Well, one that's super popular is Axie Infinity.
Axie Infinity, yeah, I've heard of that one.
It's a game where you collect these creatures called Axies, and you can battle them and breed them, and you earn cryptocurrency from doing all that.
So it's like Pokemon, but with real money.
Kinda, yeah.
That's awesome. So from AI art to play-to-earn games, it seems like the possibilities for earning online are just endless.
They really are. And you don't even need to be a tech expert to get involved.
That's good to know. So what would you say is the most important thing for our listeners to remember, like if they want to explore these new ways to make money online?
Good question. I think the most important thing is to be curious, do your research, and be a little skeptical.
Yeah, that's smart. Don't just jump into anything without understanding it.
Right. There are no shortcuts to success, but there are a lot of opportunities if you're willing to learn.
Well said. Okay, we've talked about a lot. AI, games. Now let's get into something that's been buzzing for a while, the metaverse.
Oh, yeah, the metaverse. It's that thing everyone's talking about, but nobody really understands.
Exactly. It sounds futuristic, but I keep hearing about people making money in the metaverse. Like, is that even real?
It is. It's still early days, but the metaverse is getting a lot of attention and money is flowing into it. So as it grows, we're going to see more and more ways to make money there, maybe even build whole careers.
Okay, so break it down for me. What is the metaverse and how are people earning money there?
Okay, so imagine like a bunch of virtual worlds all connected together, like a giant online space.
And you can actually do things in these worlds.
Yeah, you can interact with people, do activities, create stuff, even own digital things.
So as these worlds get more advanced and more like real life, people are finding ways to make money.
Exactly. One example is virtual real estate.
Virtual real estate. Wait, you're telling me people are buying and selling land in the metaverse?
It sounds crazy, right? But it's a real thing. As more people spend time in these virtual worlds, the demand for land goes up, and so does the price.
It's like the gold rush, but for digital land.
Pretty much. And most of these virtual worlds are built on blockchains, so you can actually own the land.
So I could buy a piece of the metaverse.
Yeah. It's like owning a piece of the internet.
I bet it's expensive, though.
It can be, especially in popular areas. It's just like real estate in the real world. The better the location, the more it costs.
Makes sense. But besides virtual real estate, what else can you do to make money in the metaverse?
Oh, there's so much. People are hosting events like concerts and conferences, charging admission. Designers are making and selling digital clothes and accessories for avatars.
So you can be a fashion designer in the metaverse.
Yeah. There will be all kinds of jobs: virtual architects, designers, event planners, even therapists.
Like a whole new economy is being built in this virtual world.
It really is, and it's just the beginning.
That's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's hard to even imagine what it'll be like in a few years.
So what should people do if they want to explore the metaverse?
I would say just stay informed, learn as much as you can about it.
Right, because it's changing so fast.
Exactly. You don't have to jump in right away, but just keep an eye on it.
Okay, so we've covered AI, games, the metaverse. That's a lot of new stuff. It's clear that online earning is changing like crazy.
It is, and it's only going to get more exciting and more accessible in the future.
I'm feeling inspired to check some of this stuff out.
That's great. The best way to learn is to just try it out. Pick something that interests you and experiment.
Good advice. Who knows, maybe one of our listeners will find their next big thing from this deep dive.
I hope so.
You know, thinking about all this stuff, it's pretty wild how much things are changing. Like making money online isn't just a side thing anymore.
It really is a whole new world, like the traditional 9-to-5 job, but that's not the only way anymore.
Right. There are so many other options now.
Exactly. The gig economy is huge, and with all this new technology, it's like anyone can create their own income.
Yeah. And it seems like if you want to succeed in this world, you got to be ready to learn new things and adapt.
Definitely. Being adaptable is key. You got to be open to trying new platforms, new tech. Those are the people who are going to do well in this space.
So For our listeners who are maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, like, where do they even start? There's so much out there.
That's a great question. I always tell people to start by thinking about themselves, what are they passionate about? What are they good at? What kind of life do they want to live? Once you know what you want, then you can start looking for opportunities that fit.
So it's kind of like creating a roadmap for yourself. Like, this is where I want to go, so how do I get there?
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different things. See what you like. What works for one person might not work for another.
It's all about finding your own path. Right?
Yeah. Find your niche, what you're good at, and go for it. But always remember, things change fast online, so keep learning and keep up with the trends.
Stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into making money online, what's the one big takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I would say the most important thing is to realize that you have the power to change your financial situation. There are so many opportunities out there, and if you put in the work, get creative, and don't give up, you can achieve your goals.
That's a really great message. It's inspiring.
So whether you want to start a whole business online or just make some extra cash, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, and like we've been talking about, things are changing all the time. So stay curious, keep learning, and be open to new things.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thanks for joining us on this exploration of mobile earning apps. It's been fun.
It has. It's always exciting to see what new things are out there.
And to our listeners, keep exploring. Do your research, try things out, and see what you can achieve. Until next time, happy earning.